Hey, I'm Ray Fernbach, the Design and Marketing Coordinator with Inspire Marketing Services, and in this video I'm opening up and going over some marketing mailers that we just received. Hey there, how's it going? So we received some mailers from Hit Promotion, HubPen, and ActiveCampaign. ActiveCampaign, a email marketing solution. They do, they started out as an email marketing solution and they've expanded to a more robust suite of marketing software kind of things such as messaging, Facebook advertising, so on and so forth. Hit Promotion is one of our vendors. We use them as a supplier. And then HubPen, they're sort of like a Bic pen type thing. So they often market to us, and just as if any other vendor does, right? We market to our clients, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna pop these bad boys open and see what they are. I kind of doled through them a little bit, but I haven't had a chance to really look into them and kind of see what they're all about. So first things first, the one from HubPen, I just slid it open. There's a tray here. I'm not really sure what this tray is. It's branded. Maybe there's something more. There's obviously a pen that slid out. Something more cohesive to kind of tie all this stuff together, even if it is a rubber band, would be great. So immediately you sort of see the typical flyer solutions that are included in marketing mailers. Print is such a cost-effective way of doing a lot of mail pieces. That's why you see it. So frequently. And then also why I guess you wouldn't see it so frequently the reason why you wouldn't see it so frequently is because you don't necessarily see any metrics behind it, right? Digital advertising has so many metrics to back up the power behind it. The problem with some of this stuff is, outside of weirdos like me who make videos of this stuff, you don't really know who opened it up or if they open it up at all, right? And unless they take an action, which is kind of the premise of this order form right here. So they want you to pop this bad boy back in the mail and submit an order, right? There's a couple other flyers, it looks like. Just kind of thumbing through this. This is just a 11 by 17, kind of an interesting solution to not just fold it in half to be your typical 8.5 by 11, but then fold it down into 3 ways. And why it's interesting is that you sort of have this paneling right here, right? So you have the folds meet each and every one, right? So let me see here. I'll just use this as an example because it looks like this also sort of does a really nice way. Their designer did a really nice way of matching some of that layout, anticipating where the scoring would be and where the folding would be. Conversely, there's pertinent information right here. So if I were to use this as sort of the example, obviously it wasn't folded this way, but it's cut off right here, right? So they did a very nice job to make sure things are diagnosed and consumed. Information's consumed sort of bit by bit, trifold by trifold, and then it sort of opens up into more of a more typical, I guess, magazine-style layout. Although they do stay true to that trifold grid, which is a very nice solution. See well, it looks like it's actually a 12, what I call a 12-column grid. So you see that you have 4 columns right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, divided neatly by this rule right here. But then you also have a third one here. So I like to use a 12-column grid when laying out my files, just because it is you can do so many things. You can do a 10 and a 10-column piece of information and 2 columns, so it's a little bit more asymmetrical. Here it's 6 and 6 columns, 6 columns, 12 columns for this whole piece of information, right? Kind of going back to this, they use 4 columns for this piece of information, 4 columns for this piece of information, 4 columns, and then they even broke the grid with some information going in right here. Like I said, you can use so much. You can break it down into a lot more pieces that way. So I think, but going more than 12 to say 20, it's a little overkill, and you kind of lose sense of some of that cohesiveness from spread to spread. So a little bit of a design bit right there, but that works. I still have no idea what this darn this tray is. So. That's fine, that works, I guess. But I would like a little bit more explanation as to what this thing is. I have no idea. So bringing it all together, and then this was just kind of thrown in. I'll go over one right here in a little bit about one that executes sort of pen presentation, for lack of a better term, a little bit better. I opened this up last week. Hit promotional products. So this actually has sort of a notch cut in so that you have that belt loop, or it's not belt loop, but a place to hang the clip. And it's a much cleaner presentation, right? As opposed to just this thing literally falling right out of the envelope. So always be cognizant of how your consumer is going to experience this package, right? Of course, like this is maybe going back to that threefold thing. You have copy that is that's being kind of hinted at here. So they did a much better job of designing their flyer. Outside of, obviously, people can critique the black and whiteness of it, whatever. Budgets are budgets for a reason, but this could have certainly been a little bit well laid out in terms of sort of that playing with the folds. Obviously this was going to be a trifold flyer, so make sure that you're designing with how it is also going to be executed, right? You don't want copy that or imagery that's going to sit around that fold and be a distraction, or just be kind of missed, because at the end of the day there's a visual distraction with this fold, and it might take away from the messaging at the end of the day. So this is a really nice piece. Again, print. It's just a print piece, right? With a little die cut notch cut into it, and you could just probably get one from like a little die cutter from Michael's, and it'd do the job. And you just slide a pen in there. I mean, this is kind of sliding all over the place. I probably would have liked to see a second notch, and then sort of maybe some sort of tying mechanism so that it sits really nice and cleanly there. But this is pretty well made, and then there's pricing information on the back end. Really nice. Going back in kind of the envelope differential, it's like no one really cares. Oh wow, it's a great envelope, right? Oh, that's going to preclude me from opening it, right? This is branded. Obviously, it gives a little bit more of a branding touch. People can see your logo. This is just it looks like a 3x4 label slapped on a simple Uline package, mailer plus package, whatever. I don't think anyone is going to be really that upset about what type of package. Similarly, ActiveCampaign, similar, simple, super simple package, but and then this is a Uline package, and then USPS label on the back, and then a nice little branding touch sticker. They just slapped a sticker on there. Like, you just have a marketing intern or someone who has a little bit of bandwidth put a sticker on there, and it's a great branding touch, right? So I haven't even opened this. I have no idea what this is. So ActiveCampaign is like I mentioned, a marketing suite platform, very similar to how MailChimp has evolved from email into something much more robust. Okay, so we have literally a promotional product, just a nice little screen printed or pad printed. No, this is screen printed. There's a little bit of a texture here. So it's a screen printed notebook, very nice. Very nice, kind of falls into that, from a design standpoint, that monoline style of illustration, right? And then the all for small, which ActiveCampaign's mantra is to serve small to medium businesses, right? So they are very clearly pushing that. And then kind of a neat little illustration style here. So that's very, very well done. And then that same typography style is played into the sticker that you saw on the front, right? So there's a, even though it looks like it's a, nope, it is the same font. It is the same font. The 4 is a little bit more bold, right? But the typography is the same. So they're just using the same one, but a different lockup, right? Different layout for that. Similarly, they what is this? Okay, so this is just we are a client of ActiveCampaigns, right? I love ActiveCampaign, and it's just sort of I don't know what this is. I'm a small business owner, and they want me to share this on social media. So there you go. And then a thank you letter or a thank you note on the backside, thanking us for being a valued customer. So a very, very nice little loyalty piece, right? That's at the end of the day what this is. You put this on your stuff, and it makes you more cognizant, more reticent to, or excuse me, less opposed to switch to something like a ActiveCampaign or a Klaviyo or whatever it may be. So loyalty campaigns like this, this notebook, it's like $2, you know, and obviously there's a massive differential of price when it comes to quantity, but this was probably 40 cents, right? A one color. It's got a sort of a glossy stock. What is that? A 4x6. So super inexpensive. This is kind of the variable. I'm not sure what die cut specialty stickers like this would run, but if they're doing a lot, and they would be doing it because they need 2 per package, right? I would imagine they're less than a quarter a sticker. So you're looking at less than a $5 mailing campaign, not including postage. Postage is always the variable. This would probably be less than $2 to run per parcel. So you're looking at a $7 per touch marketing mailer campaign. Very effective. ActiveCampaign, like a lot of more emerging tech companies, has obviously great design and then illustration power to back that up, and their tech products are awesome as well. So that's kind of all I have. Let me know what you thought of the video. If you have any critique, any comments, any concerns, let me know, and thanks.